sound, dude? That's dope. I was gonna do a New Kids medley, but no. No, I'm kidding. I wasn't. I was a joke. I was gonna take it from 85 to 94.
Wicked!
And then I just couldn't nail Baby Baby You Got That Flavor. And, that's bad. Okay, so back in the theater, okay? So we had an amazing ride the first time around, and it's still mind-boggling that we get to do this all over again with the five of us, and it's so special. It's just the gift that keeps on giving, and I think we all saved people from like a burning building like 300 years ago in a former life or something. I don't know, karma, something, we did something right somewhere, and you guys are so good to us. So then I got to...
Sing something from Wicked.
Wait a second.
Fierro!
I started off-Broadway first before I did Broadway. Must be a John girl. I moved to New York, and it was an amazing time. But it was very, I feel like I took my lumps because I was waking up every day. My biggest decision was, what am I having for lunch? And when you get to that point, it's time to move on and, kind of take a risk. So I moved to New York, and I said, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but eventually, after a bunch of years, I was lucky enough to, one thing leads to another, and I got into a show called Tick, Tick, Boom. And that was off-Broadway, and it was I was cast, in August of 2001, and then a month later, September 11th happened, and, it was a really, surreal time in New York, but as hard as it was still very special, and, to be there and to be a part of that, and we didn't know if the show was going to happen, and the whole thing, and it ended up, staying open, and it was, thanks to a lot of you guys that were able to make it and keep the doors open, but it was in the West Village, and it was just magical, New York City is like, to me, the greatest city in the world. It stands by itself. Home is home, but New York City is just so great, and the West Village and this little theater, and it's an amazing show, and it's a show that Jonathan Larson wrote before Rent. He wrote it. It was one of his workshops, and it was kind of about him turning 30 and freaking out because he didn't have a hit yet. He didn't have a hit show, and I played it, when I was 29, so it was very fitting, and it was just an awesome role. Like, you're on stage all night long, and 13 great songs, and Jerry Dixon and Natasha Diaz were part of the cast, and it was just awesome. And so I thought I'd sing a song from that show.